everyone. My name is Tina Banks, and I'm your host today on Burrow's Best Podcast. And today's podcast is being hosted by Explore Your Selfie, Statesboro's first selfie museum. So come and check us out at 2760 Northside Drive West. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking to Shelley Eskew, and Shelley is the owner of Little Bitty Play Co. Hi, Shelley.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for taking time to meet with us today. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came about founding Little Bitty Play Co.
Okay, so I am a mom of three. I have a 10-year-old son, a 3-year-old son, and my little Spitfire girl will be 2 in December.
Wow.
After we found out about my little girl, having 2 under 3, we decided I was going to be a stay-at-home mom and give that a shot. Wasn't sure how it was going to go. So I did that she was, I guess, a little over a year. And so I had just been, staying at home with them and did the pandemic school year or school semester with my oldest. And that was fun.
I can imagine.
So I think my husband and we were going to Charleston for the day, and I really call it a God-given, like, God sent me this idea. I don't know, but just randomly I was like, Statesboro doesn't really have anything for kids under 5 or toddlers. Our kids, when we would take them to birthday parties, they would get kind of overwhelmed with the inflatables. Yeah. And I used to work at a speech, physical, and occupational therapy office here in town for a long time, and they had this really cool soft play area that they would use for therapy, and the kids would always just go crazy over it. And so I was just thinking, my wheels started turning, and my husband can tell you, like, I'm always like having all of these different ideas, but I never really do anything with them. But I was like, that would be really cool if we could do something like that in Statesboro. There's so many families, so many young families in Statesboro, and it would be cool if we had this, that was an option for, a first birthday or second birthday, because, a lot of times if any mom is like me, when they go to plan that first birthday, I tend to be a little extra.
The first one, you always have to be extra.
Right?
It wouldn't be right if you didn't.
Right. And I've even said, I'll tell my husband, like, I'm just going to do just a little something, cake and ice cream. And then, like, the night before, I'm staying up trying to do all the last minute details. But anyway, but when you think of the activity, sometime or most of the time, a 1-year-old, they're too small to have anything like a big bounce house. So I started looking up things. Well, there's actually, soft play companies in bigger urban areas. Right. I know Atlanta has them. I've seen them, like, just not in Statesboro. So I start researching it, and I told him about it, and he was like, okay, that's a cool idea. And we didn't really talk about it for a few more days, and that's usually how it goes when I have an idea. I just kind of forget about it, get back into the craziness of life, but my wheels were turning, and I just felt really inspired. So I start researching everything and seeing how much it would be to start it up, and we came up with the name in March, I think. And I had a friend of mine who doesn't live here, but she's really good at designing logos and marketing and like your business startup. And so she was kind of walking me through, because I know nothing about it. So we come up with a name. She helps me design my logo, and we're just trying to get our packages and everything ready. And I think I did my first party with a mom friend of mine at the end of March. He was my first one where I just kind of was like, seeing how this would go. And then I did one more in May for my son's little brother, with his dad and his stepmom. Yeah. So we did that, kind of working out everything, because I am like, for me to launch this, like, I want it to be right.
Yeah.
My husband is like, no, let's just get it out there, where I'm like, no, I want to work out the kinks and make sure the way I present this is the way I want it to, be presented.
Yeah, you sound a lot like me. I don't want it to just go out any kind of way.
Right, like you want it to look the way, like, your vision. So do that, and I officially put it out on social media in June of this year.
Really? 2021?
Of June of this year. And we started getting a lot of good feedback, and the summer was like really big. I was blown away.
I bet.
Because I am not that kind of person where I just like put myself out there like that. Have never really done it. Have never done it. So we prayed about it, stuck it out there, and like, I was so shocked at the feedback we got from the community. So it was really wonderful. So summer was really busy for us, and we're just still, taking parties, and right now we've booked dates until February.
Very nice.
So
2022 already?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so exciting. Like, I never would have expected it to do like this so soon, especially because my full-time job is staying home with my babies, but this is a great side gig for me to be able to have the best of both worlds.
Exactly. So do they get to come with you to some of the parties?
Sometimes they have to. So like, the concept is the same with, like, renting an inflatable. We come the day of, we set up the play area, and then we will leave it. Like, just so, like, we don't have to be there.
Right.
So we'll leave it for them to enjoy, and then we'll come back after the event is over.
Okay.
Our littles coming with us, they want to help, but it's kind of hard because they want to play, like, they want to jump in and play with it. Yeah. So we try not to take them when we're going to set up, but sometimes.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know if you stayed with the party, or, like you said, you set it up and you leave. Okay.
We do.
I get it.
Unless, like, we're doing like a public event or something, then we would stay. But for birthday parties, we'll set it up, and the kids get to enjoy it, and it is all in a enclosed area, so, like, the baby fence around it, and yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. So what are the perks that you found of having, like, your business portable and mobile versus like a brick and mortar?
It is, I feel like, more convenient for families, that we can kind of bring the fun to them if they're going to have it at their house. We did do the good thing with, I know I jump all over the place.
That's okay.
But one of the perks of this is it can be indoors or outdoors. Now, we've mostly done outdoor events, but we did our first indoor event a few weeks ago, and it was awesome. Like, I really hope I put that out there on Facebook with a picture of it, and just to give parents that option, because, especially in winter, sometimes it's too cold to be outside, depending on the day in South Georgia. But
or the rain. We've had a lot of rain lately, so
yeah. So
that's a good alternative.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see what that'll do. Maybe eventually we'll have a facility, depending. But I love the convenience of it being mobile.
Yeah, that is awesome, because they could set it up anywhere.
Yeah,
they want.
And parents, whenever you're trying to put a party together, that can already be stressful in itself. So I like to just say, we're going to take care of the fun. We'll get it all set up for you, and then we'll come back and break it all back down. So that takes a little bit of the stress off.
It really does. So tell us about some challenges that you have faced since you've opened, or while you were trying to get open.
Challenges would be honestly just making time, I guess, because I'm a stay-at-home mom first, and you cannot, this is what I have found with working at home, is it is very hard to try to work on anything with your kids running around. So that's been pretty challenging, but they are super sweet and want to help most of the time. That's really all they want, is just to be helpful. Other challenges, I definitely think, with the pandemic, that can be scary for people on renting something like this that children are playing on. But one thing we promote is cleanliness.
Yes.
We clean everything before an event and after an event, just to, ensure that, and we are big at letting parents know, when you're getting this, everything's been sanitized. So, but hopefully, the world's gonna start getting back to maybe not normal, but better than it was before.
Right, it's called our new normal.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so tell us about the different packages that you offer for the parties.
Okay, so right now we have 3 different packages. They're just simply titled A, B, and C.
Okay.
I thought that kind of fit, with the child aspect of it anyway. But so we have a really small package that just includes, that would just be perfect for, a small party where you weren't going to have very many kids at. And that includes a ball pit, and we have a slide that goes with that, a little bouncy bowl that the kids go crazy over.
I bet they do.
They love it. That and the ball pit is always the favorite thing. I'm getting mixed reviews from parents, I think, on the ball pit, because they want to throw them out everywhere, but
of course,
the kids love it. So it comes with that. Everything's on a soft matted area. If the parents would like it, we include a canopy tent with that, and everything is enclosed. Our package B is what most parents book, and that one is a little bigger. It's got a bigger ball pit, a few climbers in it, and it comes with 2 of the little bouncy hoppers, like the bull, and we've got a unicorn that the kids like. That one's also enclosed, and we'll give the canopy too if they would like it. And then our package C, we do it's the same as package B, but we have a little toddler size bounce house. So that has gone over really well with it not being so big, and we kind of line it up right with the mat, so it's like everything's still enclosed.
Nice.
And in the summer, we had a Splish Splash package we'll bring back when it warms up next year. But that was a toddler size water slide, and we did a little sprinkler things with that too. So, but that went over really good too.
It did, to help cool the kids down.
Oh yeah,
in a fun way.
Yeah.
So what's the best way to book a party?
The best way is either call me or text me on our business number, or we get a lot of messages on Facebook. It is Little Bitty Play Co. It's just CO with a period. We have a website. It is www.littlebittyplay.com. We have an Instagram. I'm learning how to work that and promote more on that. Yeah. So any of those, you can get a hold of me.
Okay. So tell us, what advice could you give someone that's looking to start their own play company or just any other business?
I would say pray on it, and
sure.
Yes, and don't let your anxiety or fear of it not working out keep you from doing that, because I promise I had no aspirations to open this up. It feels kind of surreal to me, and we're just getting started right now, but just do it. Don't let yourself hold you back.
That's good. Don't let yourself hold yourself back.
Right.
All right. So the last question that we have is for you to tell us your favorite business in the borough.
It's so hard to choose.
It's hard to choose one.
Yes, it really is. And I feel like this year, I know I was telling you, there's so many new businesses, especially women opening small businesses.
Woo-hoo!
I feel like in Statesboro, and I feel like that is amazing. It's so awesome to see that. And it was really inspiring for me to see that whenever I stepped out in doing that. But my favorite right now, Lydia Reiner with Borough Balloons. I feel like she's just blown up. I met her over the summer. She did some balloons for my child's birthday party, and such a sweet personality.
She's really nice.
And I don't know, she just seems so genuine, and so that's been really cool to see, because Statesboro didn't really have anything like that for, the balloons that she does they're awesome. So.
Yeah, they're one of a kind. And I would see people post like, is there anyone that could do balloons for this Saturday?
Yeah.
Or can someone blow up balloons? And like it was crickets because there wasn't anyone until she started.
And no lie, we did the balloons for Kaysen's 3rd birthday, and those things were still floating over a month later. Like, I don't know how, but they were still floating. I'm like, wow. She's got some good stuff.
Yeah, she has the secret sauce to go in those balloons to keep them floating, which is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us today. And we will see you guys in the next episode of Borough's Best Podcast.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shelley.